The Red Barn Restaurant was a fast food restaurant chain founded in 1961 and closed in 1988. Thank you for your suggestion.
We have fresh ideas at Red Barn, like a salad bar for you.
Red Barn's big new salad bar is paradise. It's a garden of Eden.
I come to Red Barn because I miss my wife's salad.
Every chance I get. We have fresh ideas at Red Barn.
Why is Red Barn sound like a broken record?
You can go back and go back and go back.
And I'm going back.
My girlfriend, she puts plenty of onions on her salad. That way I can always find her in the dark.
Fresh ideas at Red Barn, like a salad bar for you.
The Red Barn Restaurant was founded in 1961 in Springfield, Ohio by Don Six, Martin Levine, and Jim Kirst. In 1963, the small chain was purchased by Richard Kearns. Richard and his father had built and owned numerous restaurant ventures in Ohio, including coffee shops, industrial catering, and a chain of cafeterias and luxury restaurants. Kearns operated the chain as Red Barn System, with the offices moving briefly to Dayton, Ohio, and in August of 1964 to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Some of the most popular items on the Red Barn's menu were the Big Barney, a hamburger similar to a Big Mac, and the Barn Buster, similar to a Quarter Pounder or Whopper. The chain was ahead of their time with their food choices. The Big Barney predated the Big Mac by a few years, and it was the first chain to have a self-service salad bar. Chicken and fish were fried in pure vegetable oil in dedicated fryers, fries and rings in a 60% vegetable oil, 40% lard mix for extra flavor. In the late 1960s, United Servomation, also called Servomation, bought the Red Barn chain. Servomation was a $100 million public company with over 70,000 vending units in 29 states, coast to coast. Prior to purchasing the Red Barn chain, they had opened in 1963 Singing Waters Restaurant in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and 2 roadside Mr. Bill's restaurants. Both units featured frozen, pre-cooked foods that would be reconstituted on site using microwave ovens, kind of like what McDonald's does today. Perhaps most notable about Red Barn restaurants was the iconic barns with a glass front and limited seating. The design of the building was patented in 1962 by Red Barn Systems of Springfield, Ohio, which granted the franchise licenses. Later buildings had the familiar fast food style mansard roof, which allowed them to comply to more local building codes. The Red Barn restaurant chain peaked at about 400 restaurants in 22 states, Canada, and Australia. The restaurant chain advertised heavily in the 1960s and 1970s. Maybe you were old enough to remember their TV commercial jingle.
Hi, kids. I'm hamburger hungry, and I'd like you to meet some good friends of mine. But first, let me tell you about myself. I'm a hamburger hungry. I could get you night or day.
I'm a fried chicken hungry. I make you crave fried chicken in a whole new way. I'm a big fish hungry. I can hit you good by darn.
When the hungries hit, when the hungries hit the Red Barn. That sounded so delicious. Let's sing another chorus. Everybody sing. I'm a hamburger hungry. I can get you night or day.
I'm a fried chicken hungry. I make you crave fried chicken in a whole new way. I'm a big fish hungry. I can hit you good by darn.
When the hungries hit, when the hungries hit the Red Barn. When the hungries hit, when the hungries hit the Red Barn. Hit the Red Barn.
3 mascots were used in the television commercials: Hamburger Hungry, a humanoid figure with a hamburger in a bun for a head; Chicken Hungry, a chicken leg; and Big Fish Hungry, a blue fish. In 1978, United Servomation merged with the City Investing Company's GDV division, which also owned the Motel 6 motel chain. This merger would spell the end to the Red Barn restaurant chain. The new owners were only interested in real estate, construction, and financial services. Essentially, they felt that the property that the restaurants were on was worth more than the chain itself. The new owners ceased advertising for the chain, along with allowing the franchise leases to expire. By 1988, the last franchise lease expired and the Red Barn ceased to exist. So what are some of your favorite memories of this place? Leave a comment or a suggestion for a future video below. Be sure to hit that like button. Thanks for watching.